Welcome back to the second half here at North Kitsap High School as the Lady Vikings host the ladies from Bremerton, and we've got a great ball game as we're ready to start the third period. The Vikings up by only 2, 28-26. I'm the Dr. Doc Parr from West Sound TV. Spencer Anderson's on the camera and Kitty Campagna on that other microphone, and Bremerton got themselves back into this ball game in that second quarter, Kitty.
Oh, they certainly did, and I'm sure that they've had some discussion about what they did right in that quarter and what Coach Lindgren would like to see them continue doing. Probably not the foul that was just called, would not be her favorite thing, but that does show some tough defense. That was on Alyssa Beach, the freshman, just her first.
And speaking of fouls, I'm sure Coach French had a little bit to say on that issue
you think
in
possibly?
the locker room. Oh, good putback by Bremerton on the second shot, and fight for the rebound. Bremerton comes away with it, and that's thanks to Ebony Harps. Cluj's shot is off. Harps with another board. She is a fighter down low.
And Emily Nold has been in on many of those, but I think she's afraid to lose her arms as quickly as that's pulled away from her.
Ebony is a senior out there. Bremerton with the inbound. Oh, through the legs, but nowhere to go. And Rebecca Baugh taking it away. She'll take the jump shot at the free throw line and count it for 2.
One of those really smart moves by Rebecca. Three knights surrounding her. I guess I'll stop and shoot.
That's your classic stop and pop.
It is. She already has 15 points, 13 in that first half. But the biggest scorer was actually Sawyer Cluj, who had 14.
Asia Jackson with it for the Knights. She tries to get it down to Ebony. Ball knocked loose, and North Kitsap with it. On the breakaway, it will not go down for North, but a whistle.
That was an awfully quick whistle underneath there.
And it looks like
it was on the shot itself. I thought it was post-shot because I wasn't seeing that foul.
I did too. I thought it was a loose ball foul, but apparently not. Sending Hannah Snyder up to the free throw line for the Vikings.
Hannah's one of the big rebounders for this team, averages about 5 per game, and that's her first point tonight.
Her shot is good. Second shot off, and off of Rebecca Free, and North Kitsap will, North Kitsap should get the inbound, which now they set themselves up correctly. Hannah Snyder will bring it in for the Vikings. Quick shot on the inbound, it's off, and another rebound for Harps. Cluj will drive that glass, and they're going to say out of bounds off her, and North Kitsap with it. 5-point lead, 31-26 for the Vikings up here in Paulsville.
Coach Lindgren with a little disagreement on that last call. Weren't they blocking her?
Ball low, they work it back out, and the shot is off by Snyder, but a good rebound that time by Emily Nold.
In with her is number 21, Rebecca Free, a senior for Bremerton.
And that'll be a North Kitsap possession. 2 fouls on Cluj. And bringing it in will be Rebecca Baugh. And Asia Jackson coming into the game.
Free will take a seat.
Free got 1 series in.
Both these coaches have not been, they've got most of their people in. They've done a lot of substituting and keeping people fresh. They have reset the shot clock, and I'm not sure that was what they wanted to do. I think that may be the conversation they're going to have.
6:23 to go in period number 3, and it's a 31-26 lead for North Kitsap, and the shot clock now at 17 seconds. North Kitsap with the inbound. And long outside shot is off. A rebound pulled down by Cluj for the Knights. Beach over to Driscoll, back to Beach. Down low to Jackson. She'll give it back to Beach, and that shot's off. Again, a fight for the rebound down low, and this time North Kitsap comes away with it. Oh, man, I do not know how Kristen Brown even got that ball.
No, it had to hit a calf or two and go around. That was pretty interesting. I tell you, when Beach shoots, she puts her entire body into it because there's not it's a 5-6, and I don't think so.
Oh, Rebecca Bott to the floor, and Bremerton gets the ball. Kluge with it. Over into the corner to Driscoll. Driscoll's shot rims out, and Bott's on the floor once again. This time it's a quick call on the rebound. Headband down. And possession arrow in favor of the Knights.
And we're thinking the clock is probably slightly off, but
no, and on the inbound, taken away by Knoll. She's double teamed in the paint, and they're going to call Bremerton with the foul. And I think it'll probably go on Harps. We'll see.
That goes on should be 32. Crowd asking for a foul. I'm not sure they realize it was a foul.
And it was on Ebony Harps. Bremerton High Knight. A little ragged here at the beginning of number 3.
Leah Baugh back into the game. Vikings lead 31-26. 5:27 left in the third quarter.
Brown brings it across half court, pulls up her dribble, goes to Leah Baugh, and that one's for 2. Oh, Coach French wants 3 on it.
I didn't think it was. I was pretty sure she was inside that line.
And so at the 5:15 mark, timeout called by Bremerton, 33-26 now. 7-point lead for the Vikings.
Leah hasn't shot much from outside. Usually she's been running the inside, and that was a great shot. As soon as she received it, right in the shooting position, quick release, and puts them up by 7.
So I wonder if at home Leah and Rebecca stood outside to shoot the 3-point shots at the basket, and Sarah was inside blocking like on the volleyball or smashing them back to her.
It could be. Well, Sarah did play a little bit of basketball while she was here, but I think she'll tell you that her real sport was volleyball.
Yeah. 5:15 left to go in number 3 here, and yeah, it's a 7-point lead for North Kitsap.
Coach Lindgren called that timeout pretty quick. She doesn't want to see a big run by this Viking squad.
And this time it's the Knights with 3 team fouls and period number 3.
And nothing on the Vikings. Vikings putting on a full court.
Oh, good job by Leah Baugh. And let's see who they're going to give, or what they're going to call on that one. I think it probably has to be a foul.
It was. It's going to be a foul on number 4, Alyssa Beach.
Who's probably the smallest player out there.
She's listed at 5'6", but I'd like to know if that's metric or exactly what we're looking at.
Driscoll listed at 5'4" for the Knights. Baugh with the inbound and sends it in to Molly Lemon. They try to go down low. That's what happened in that first or second quarter last half. Bremerton got a lot of takeaways on passes that North was trying to get into the paint.
Ebony Harps has done a really nice job underneath.
Man, that time North knocks the ball loose. Coming from behind is Beach. They're going to say she stepped out of bounds after getting the steal. So North Kitsap will get the inbound.
Actually, I think Leah Baugh practices the fall and roll quite a bit, as many times as she has been on that floor. Stop, drop, and roll. Is that how that goes?
Rebecca Baugh sends it inside. Whistle blows, and that's going to go against North Kitsap. Inbound to Bremerton.
That's Emily Knoll getting called for the improper screen. That will be her third foul, and as many fouls as we were seeing in that first half, I think that's the first one with 3.
I think so. So you're Cluj with it for the Knights. Down low to Harps, back out front to Beach. And there's Driscoll with the 3. Knights needed that one. They haven't had much scoring so far in the first part of this third quarter.
Driscoll had 6 in the first, so that puts her at 9. Forcing it again.
Yep, trying to force it down inside the paint. And, oh, jeez. I guess they're going to call it something at some point. In this case, it's a held ball. And the possession arrow goes to North.
Coach Lindgren looking for the travel, but there can't be a travel since they both had control of it. The jump ball was the proper call. Or
neither one had control, barely, which is why they were allowed to flounder around until they had 2 hands on it. Liebau shots off. She'll get the quick shooting foul and take a trip up to the free throw line.
Harps thought she got all ball, and it pretty much looked like that, but again, I am not on that floor making the call.
4:05 here in period number 3.
This is Leah's first trip to the free throw line. Not a whole lot of free throw shots by the Vikings in the first half. And we have our people lined up backwards. It was number 11 pointed that out, Tara Driscoll.
So Bremerton gets the 2 inside positions.
And just within the last couple of years, they've switched it where they aren't on the one directly underneath the basket. First one off. Only 4 points separate these 2 teams. Leah with 10 points tonight.
Second one's good at 34-29, 5-point lead for the Vikings. Halfway through quarter number 3. So you're Cluj with it. She's double teamed out by the half-court line. Jump ball and possession arrow should go to Bremerton. Ooh, Coach Lindgren didn't like that call either.
Well, I understand that it looked like her player kind of got pulled, but I also think that was a
good double team.
Yeah, I did. I thought it was fairly decent.
Yeah, Cluj with it for the Knights. She'll drive, take the jump shot, count it for 2 for Sawyer.
Okay, maybe you shouldn't make her mad. Her first 2 points this second half.
Oh, and that pass by Brown out of bounds. Yeah, Bremerton will bring it in, only down by 3, 34-31. Uh-oh, whistles are coming quickly now.
They're not going to let it get any chippier. Good plan. 5 fouls on Bremerton, 2 on the Vikings now.
And number 11, Tara Driscoll will bring it in.
Sheridan Sanchez enters. And Kristen Brown takes a seat.
And now timeout. But it looks like that one's going to be called by Coach French at the 3:36 mark in number 3.
Not even sure you can call a timeout when you don't have possession of the ball, but
dead ball.
That is true. That must be what's stopping us.
But at the same time, you know, you kind of got to wonder. I wish the refs would point a little more emphatically like they do in the football with who has called the timeout.
There you are. Exactly. Well, at the 3:36 mark, it is 34-31. The home team Vikings in the lead. And we're having water bottles thrown at us right now. Or they saved our camera and our equipment, so that's good. We predicted a pretty exciting second half, and so far, Doc, it is as predicted.
And things have turned around from that first half. This time it's Bremerton with 5 team fouls in the third quarter and only 2 on North Kitsap. So that portion of the talk must have gone well. Oh, nice steal by Leah Bao. And counted for 2 on the layup. Very nice play by Leah. Long outside jump shot off the iron, but getting her own rebound is Driscoll. Another rebound for the Knights. Another rebound for the Knights. And finally, somebody in a white uniform comes out of there with it.
Lemon comes down and gets it to Ba.
Back to Rebecca. Back to Lemon. And she can't quite save it.
I know that wall's padded, but that has to hurt.
3 minutes left to go here in the third period. Bremerton down by 5, 36-31.
Really nice move by Beach, but she is covered.
Good defense by Sanchez especially. Oh, you're going to call that one.
14 seconds now. They should reset that shot clock if they called the foul.
First foul on Molly Lemon.
And they did reset the shot clock to 30.
Yep. Cluj with it. She'll take the jump shot off the glass, but a good board again down low. Working hard is Ebony Harps, and she'll be rewarded with a trip up to the free throw line.
Ebony has been monster underneath those boards tonight. And she keeps earning trips to the free throw line. All 4 of her points from that line.
Shot number 1 is good. Now 14 fouls, and they've got 4 fouls up there on Emily Nold.
I believe that.
Second shot off, rebound pulled down by North.
Nice quick ball movement on that.
Cross court pass to Rebecca Ba. Shot is off, and rebound down low by the Vikings. Good job by Molly Lemon. They try to go into the breaker, but Molly keeps it alive for the Vikings. 20 seconds, plenty of time. Oh, look at that. Nold fighting for it down low. Yeah, there is a jump ball call on that one, and the possession arrow stays with North Kitsap.
Emily, she had a couple good shots in there. Didn't quite go down, but really a nice job.
And Addie Clark, one of the other seniors out there, is going to come in for Emily, who has 4 fouls.
Coach French is sitting her for a little while.
2 minutes left to go in this third. Long outside shot by Sanchez is off, and rebound won't go to Addie. She couldn't run it down, so Bremerton will bring it in. Only down by 4, 36-32.
Sawyer Cluj bringing it up now. Coach Lindgren using her in a couple different ways.
Oh, ball gets loose on the floor, jump ball. Yeah, possession arrow stays with Bremerton. Bremerton maintains possession. Man, I haven't seen this much action since the UFC this weekend. Shot is off, but there again, what a great rebound position. Ebony Harps. I mean, I do wish we had rebound stats for her too, because she has just been solid down there.
She has.
Nobody's blocking her out.
And a lot of that's happening when Cluj is driving, so then she knows immediately to go look for that rebound.
She'll be up to the free throw line for 2. First shot is off. Team fouls now equal, 5 and 5.
Yeah, it did even up, didn't it, Doc?
Yes. Second one, nothing but net. 36-33, little full court pressure. Rebecca Baugh brings it across the half court line. Go over to Leah. Handoff to Rebecca. Ball knocked loose by Sawyer, but North Kitsap gets it back. They go inside to the freshman. Yeah, her shot off. A rebound pulled down by Jackson. Minute 14 left to go in the period. Oh, Sawyer.
Not a travel because she was dribbling through all
got
that.
that ball down just in time. And, they're going to call a foul on Tira Amankangelo.
That was the off arm pushing off, and you can protect yourself with that, but you have to watch for the push.
1:01 left to go in the period. Oh, Kluge with the takeaway. Leah was holding it out there in front of her. Oh boy, and they're going to call North Kitsap with the foul.
I don't know which Baugh sister you pick because she was sandwiched.
They will say it's going to go against a Baugh.
Thanks, Doc. I think you've gotten that correct.
Well, we'll see. Actually,
it'll be third for
Leah.
either of them. Okay.
Yeah, Leah's third. And Sawyer Kluge up to the free throw line. First one's good. 2-point lead now for the Vikings. 36-34. Under a minute to go in the third period. Second one's good. 1-point lead for the Knights.
She's 6
for
of 9.
the Vikings. 36-35. Vikings with it. Ball will drive the paint, and she's going to get horse-collared.
I think she has gymnastics in her background. She does that forward roll quite nicely.
And that will send Leah up to the free throw line, and now the Vikings at least are in that bonus from now on. Of course, this was a shooting foul, so 2 anyway. This is just one of those hard-fought games.
Oh, yeah.
Back and forth, people beating on each other, going down to the floor.
And free throws like that make a huge difference, both she and Kluge making them.
38-35, 3-point lead for the North Kitsap Vikings. 2 undefeated teams here in league play. Bremerton 3-0 and North 2-0. Oh, good move down low by Ebony Harps. She is playing that monster role.
You know, that's her first actual basket. Everything else from the free throw line.
Oh, Baugh loses the ball but gets it back, and nice pass into Molly Lemon for 2.
Bench likes that. Those are her first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, Molly's done a really good job down low, working hard down there in that paint. Kluge's shot is off. 2 seconds. Rebecca Baugh with it, but the clock is out in quarter number 3. And it's a 3-point lead for the North Kitsap Vikings, 40-37. Pretty hard-fought contest, Kitty.
So, Doc, the Vikings extended their lead by 1. And just an evenly played quarter. I think this fourth quarter could be deadly. It's already a high-scoring game, 40-37. So it's who has the stamina and starts making some of those crazy shots.
And really, the only small difference right now, the Vikings are in the bonus because of 17 fouls on Bremerton, but the next foul North Kitsap commits puts Bremerton in that bonus.
Very true.
So again, just very close all the way down the line.
And there are several players with 3 fouls. Emily Knoll does have 4, and that is a big concern just because she is a presence underneath there, and I tell you, you need somebody in there to battle against Ebony Harps.
Harps has done a very nice job holding her position, grabbing rebound after rebound down low for the Bremerton High Knights.
Well, she's listed at 5'8", which is not really overly tall, but she knows how to do position, and that is so much more important than just being tall.
All right, we're getting ready to begin this final quarter up here in Paulsboro, or West Sound TV. We're going live on the internet thanks to the KitsapSun.com. Spencer Anderson on the camera, Kitty Campagna, and I'm the doctor, Doc Parr, bringing you a great high school basketball game, #1 in our doubleheader on BKAT.
Sanchez tries to get past Driscoll and unsuccessful on that play.
3-point lead for the Vikings, 40-37. Bremerton with the ball. Beach, tightly guarded.
Now, I assume that was touched, or it would have been a double dribble.
No whistle. 10
9
seconds. And, who's got it? Jump ball. Foot and hand on the ball.
With 4 seconds left on that.
Now, it's going to be Bremerton's inbound, but Coach Lindgren is reminding the team they've got to shoot pretty quickly.
She is in the ear of her guard.
Driscoll will bring it in. Kluge. And there's the quick shot. It's off. Did not hit iron. But they're going to call a foul on the shot. The old saying is the person inbounding is the danger person, but they decided to go elsewhere. Well, first shot is good.
I don't think Sawyer is ever afraid to shoot a ball, which has worked well for her.
And now both teams in the penalty. We don't have our friendly B up there on either side for
I think
bonus.
That's on the double bonus is when that B goes up.
Oh, okay.
And Kluge with 20 points.
1 point game, and Bremerton almost takes it away. Oh, good pass down low. Nowhere to go, so going back outside for the shot and won't go down. Oh, good fight for the ball. Once again, down on the floor, jump ball between Harps and number 12, Addie Clark out there. Boy, it would have been fun to see all these jump balls if they were still
if they were real jump
jumps.
balls, yeah, there would have been tons.
And Rebecca Bow will go out for a little while for a rest at the 7-minute mark in the final quarter of regulation. Good pass inside, and shot is off. Won't go down for Kristen.
Kristen a little bit too far underneath the basket on that, but not a bad play. Good inbound.
Driscoll with it. Over to Beach. Kluge. She'll go into the paint. Count the basket and give her a chance up at the free throw line. And that was just inadvertent. Foot in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Oh, it was.
But you got to give Sawyer credit for driving that paint.
She is. We watch Grace Kenyon for the Bainbridge team, and they remind me of each other in some ways, and not in the least bit afraid to go in that middle. I know Sawyer has a three-point shot. We've seen that a couple times tonight. Coach has also been really smart on who she has Sawyer guarding so that she's not picking up any extra fouls.
And that ties the game, or it should. That shot there by Sawyer Kluge, even though it says 42-41. Now it says 40-41.
It might be the guess ahead. That sounds actually closer to right.
Okay, so it's not only not tied, Bremerton is up by 1, 41-40. Make it 2, 42-40. Does anybody have 3? Put a 3 up there. How about a 1 or 2 for the Vikings? It looks like Bremerton is up by 2, 42-40, and Coach French is asking that everything be checked, and I guess he's going to go along with it. North Kitsap bringing it in with 6:40 left to go in the game, down by 2. Baugh with it. She'll put it up off the glass, and she will get fouled.
Leah making something happen right there. There has been huge growth in Leah's game. She has typically not gotten this much playing time, and I am just seeing, I realize she's a senior, but some intelligent play out there.
And somehow or other, the Bremerton High Lady Knights have fought their way into their first real lead tonight. And again, Ebony Harps, that's probably how, with the rebound.
That is
one
part
of
of
the
it.
major reasons. She and Sawyer Kluge. Driscoll with it. Back to Beach. Kluge breaking in, but good defense by Rebecca Baugh. Down low, freshman Molly Lemon with some nice defense there against them stronger Ebony Harps. And Bremerton will get it back in with a new shot clock, apparently.
It was right after it touched rim, so that would probably be right.
Kluge goes into the paint. That shot is off, but look who's there. Harps with it, and Harps is going to get a trip to the free throw line.
Oh, that's going to be number 5 on Nold, and she is gone.
Yep, that will be the last one on Emily, and at that point, she didn't really have much choice because it was a free layup for Ebony, so you might as well make her earn them on the line.
The thing that we're failing to notice is that when Kluge drives, 4 people surround her, which is exactly why Harps can be so wide open underneath that basket. There is no thought of rebound.
Or blocking out.
Exactly. You can't blame them. I mean, it does take 4 people to stop her. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, the monster out there. 32. Ebony Harps up to the free throw line. And number 1's good. She'll get a second one. I guess she got 2 anyway. It was shooting.
I thought so, but they did seem to be ready to rebound, so.
And the B is finally there.
There you are.
At least 1 B. Maybe that's because the next foul North commits puts Bremerton into the double bonus. Oh boy, the largest lead, I believe, for Bremerton tonight, 44-40.
North not having to play from behind any time before this.
And that shot's off. And rebound goes to Bremerton. Well, kind of. And it'll go to Bremerton on the out of bounds. That was a good hard effort by Kristen Brown to try to get that ball for North. Whoa, yeah. And they're going to say against Bremerton. So we'll walk to the other end for the 1 and what?
And it will be number 12, Addie Clark to the line.
Apparently you were correct, because now we got 2 Bs
there you
on
are.
the scoreboard. Both teams with 9 team fouls, so the next foul committed puts the other team into the double bonus.
Now Addie has to make this first one to earn that second one.
It's good.
And she does exactly that.
So she'll get another opportunity. 5:38 left to go in the ball game. That one's off, and Bremerton with the board. Full court press by North Kitsap. Sawyer Kluge handling the ball. She'll get it across half court over to Driscoll. Driscoll's shot is good for 3.
Driscoll quietly scoring 12.
47-41, now a 6-point lead for the Knights. Good pass to the inside and in for Molly Lemon.
Nice solid move by Lemon underneath against some bigger people.
And Lemon only a freshman. She's playing tough tonight. Kluge guarded by Brown. Ooh, nice job by Beach on the dribble. Oh, look at that one. Another 3 for Kluge, rattling it around, and it goes down. A 7-point lead now for the Knights, 50-43. In and out for Rebecca, and the Knights with the board.
4:30 left in the game. Rebecca didn't get quite the bounce that Sawyer got.
Ball off the foot, and they're going to call a kick. So Bremerton will get it in. And timeout. 4:21 left to go in the game, and it's a 7-point lead now for Bremerton. Man, they just have fought their way into this lead.
It has been a lot of Sawyer Cluj. She is up to, I have her at 26 points for the evening. But the other thing that has been, when they are double teaming her, suddenly some other people are open. On that last one, Tara Driscoll went, oh, I am wide open from the three-point line, and I can make that shot. And boy, did she ever. Real nice effort by this Bremerton team. Never did they seem out of it. You know, even when they were 10 points down, you didn't think that they were out of it. I don't see quite the same energy with North Kitsap right now, though.
I was going to say, Coach French is going to have to kind of fire things up for his team a little bit if they're going to get back into this game. Bremerton now leading 50-43, and they will have the inbound.
And this has been a hard-fought game.
Driscoll into Beach. She's guarded by Rebecca Bach. Bremerton will maintain the possession.
Bach's trying to say she didn't touch it, but she's not going to win that argument. I like the way that actually the referees just look away instead of engaging.
And ball loose, but Ebony Harps picks it up for Bremerton. Shot won't go down, and coming out of there down low is Addie Clark for the Vikings. Oh, Cluj, nice job by Sawyer with the takeaway for the Knights.
It was just kind of a weak pass at that point, and great awareness by Cluj.
Oh, and on the other end, North Kitsap gets the takeaway, and they're going to call player down the floor the longest, Alicia Beach with the foul.
Yeah, I think there was a grab of a foot there. Should be 2 shots for Kristen.
Brown up to the free throw line.
She had 7 points in the first half, but just hasn't even had many opportunities this half.
Number 1 is good. With 3:41 left to go, anytime you can make points, you're down, and you can make points at the free throw line without the clock moving, the better off it is for your team. Second one good for Kristen.
Back within 5, 45-50.
Now we've got a little full court pressure here. Cluj handling the ball for the Knights, and that one's going to be called every time.
That's a great call. I mean, there's no doubt that was a foul.
Yeah, right in front of the ref, and so that's going to put now Bremerton in the bonus, double bonus, both teams with 10 team fouls. So Cluj will go up to the free throw line for 2. Man, that's the second Viking to foul out. Kristen Brown with 5 of them.
This is her 12th time to the line.
And that first one's good. Second one good.
11 of 14 from the line, and the difference in, at least right where your difference in this game.
Mia Brown goes down low. Shot is up, but the Vikings maintain the possession with the board, but lose it on the pass. Ball fighting for it for North Kitsap. And she's on the out-of-bounds line. Sitting down on the floor trying to save it, but on the out-of-bounds.
She's got the slide move she does when she's trying to steal or get to one of those balls where no one has control. Really tough defense out here on the upper perimeter.
20 seconds on the shot clock. 3:10 left to play in the game. Bremerton up by 7. And that one is going to be whistled, and that's going to send Beach up to the free throw line for the Knights.
Hannah Snyder picking up that foul. 3:06 left, 7 points in between these two teams.
We've already had 2 players foul out of the game. First one is good for Beach. Increases the lead by 1. 45-53 for the Knights. And second one up, but rebound by Asia Jackson to keep it alive and in Bremerton's court.
Bremerton just looking to run time off that clock. Coach saying keep it out here.
Cluj, Driscoll, and Beach will work it around outside for a little while.
Coach Lindgren just talking like you can't believe that's going to be a travel. Yeah.
Bremerton. 2:43 left to go. It's an 8-point lead for the Knights. And the Vikings are going to have to put some points on the board here.
Not overly successful from 3 tonight. I think Rebecca Baugh may have their only 3-pointer of the night. And that was her first shot of the night.
Leah Baugh drive in. Shot is short. She gets her own board and she gets fouled and will go up to the free throw line. Again, good smart play to drive into there, and if you don't make the shot, you probably are going to get the foul the way things are going tonight.
Tonight, that whistle, there are going to be some tired lips for these referees, I tell you.
Sure. Number one's good for Leah.
Leah 4 of 8 now.
Shot is off, and Cluj with the rebound for the Knights. 2:30 left to go in the game.
I'm thinking that clock did not start on time. Because if they got that across in 1 second, they are a whole lot faster than I thought they were.
Yeah, there they go. Put it to 26.
I guess they had a few issues with that clock in the JV game and seemed to have continued.
Oh, there it is. This time, though, it was Asia Jackson by herself down low.
Those are her first 2 points, but she, too, has had a couple very important rebounds.
Good play by North Kitsap to get it inside to Addie Clark. Ball knocked out of bounds, and so North will bring it in.
Nice strong block by Sawyer Cluj, all-around player.
And that one knocked out by Jackson. Jackson, Harps, and Cluj down on that bottom line for Bremerton. Leah Baugh will bring it in. Gets it to her sister. Back to Leah. Oh, nice drive by Leah. Shot is off, though. Good board that time by Addie Clark. Won't go down. And North Kitsap, 8 seconds on the board, on the shot clock. They got to get it up. Rebecca will. There it is, off the glass for Rebecca Baugh with about 2 seconds left on the shot clock. It's a 7-point lead again, 48-55 for the Knights. Takeaway.
Oh, no.
Oh, and Sarah lost it off her foot. But North Kitsap's going to maintain it. They don't have to get it across half court by any certain time. Shot clock is to 20, though. Oh, shot is off by Leah Baugh, and rebound to Bremerton. 1:23 left to go in the game. Cluj with it. Snyder trying to guard her.
Nice composure right here.
Double team. And I didn't see the foul, but they're going to call it.
There might have been a push from behind.
That's probably going to go on Rebecca. That'll go on Snyder. Well, 1:10 left to go, and Bremerton will be going up to the free throw line. They've got a 7-point lead here, and only 1 minute, 10 seconds left to go. Now, this is game number 1 at our doubleheader on BKAT. Game number 2 is probably going to be about as furious a contest as the Olympic High Trojans, who are doing pretty good to start out this season. The boys team travel up to Kingston to take on the Buccaneers. Now, the Buccaneers, talk about a rebuilding year. They lose Sam Myers, they lose Lucas Mays, George Roy Hill. They had some great teams in those 2 years that they got third in the state of Washington.
Well, they still have some awfully good guards up there, and they had a couple guys who were learning how to be in the middle. So I expect that to be an excellent game. What I am impressed with on this Bremerton team is their composure. They have been pressed a lot of this second half, and they just continue to get it across. Even if it's stolen, they don't seem to panic immediately, and without panicking, they have gotten a 7.8 point lead.
And you know, I got to give so much credit to the offensive rebounding, and the big share of that going to Ebony Harps. 2 for Cluj, 57-48 lead for the Knights.
Cluj has been so solid from that line.
And long outsider is good.
Only 2.
Uh-oh, they're going to say that toe was on the line. Another foul. I guess maybe you have to do it at this point.
And if that was on...
It's on Snyder.
Okay, that would be 5, I think.
That would be the... Yep, that would be the 3rd Viking to foul out.
Ouch.
With 57 seconds left to go in the ball game, and Bremerton up to the free throw line. It's Alicia Beach.
Alicia, one of 2. Alyssa.
Number 1 is good. Bremerton living at that free throw line. And second one, living and winning.
Coach Lindgren saying, get back, don't foul, let's not be dumb.
No need to foul for the Knights. All they got to do is run time off the board. North Kitsap trying to foul. But finally the whistle blows. Molly Lemon will pick that one up. There's not really much you can do at this point if you're North Kitsap.
No. Both of these teams came in here undefeated in league very early on in league. Both of these teams have a lot of good pieces to them, and these are their learning moments.
60-50, that 10-point lead now. And at one point in that first half, North Kitsap was up over Bremerton by 10.
They were 20-10 early on.
Second shot's off, and Leah Bao, Coach Lindgren just pulled everybody off the key. Rebecca shots off, rebound to North Kitsap, and Cluj will finally clear it out, and foul's going to be there, and that one's going to be called flagrant. That'll be Leah, and I think this will be the 4th Viking to have to take a seat.
And that is the, well, I'm not even sure that's her 5th. It is.
Yep. And this one is listed as intentional. Or
and I actually talked to Nancy Kelstrup before the game because they had what I called it a technical in the first game, and she said that was called a flagrant 1, and I believe that's probably what this one was as well.
Yeah, we'll have to check on the difference in hand signals by the refs for intentional v flagrant.
And versus technical. It certainly wasn't a technical.
Second shot's good for Cluj, and Bremerton will get the inbound. Somebody will get the inbound.
Oh, interesting that North Kitsap gets it down here.
Okay, well.
No,
Bremerton
incorrect.
Should get it.
Bremerton should, is
and
right.
And I think they will, and the foul was committed down here.
Well, it does make sense that they'd have it at this end.
Under 30 seconds left to go in the game.
And number 22, who's new to the game, sophomore Melissa Hamlet, gets to come in and play a fouler. I was kind of hoping it would be Rebecca Ball, because then we would have had 5 Vikings gone.
It would have been, I think, almost the starting lineup.
Exactly.
Except for Molly Lemon.
That's right.
The freshman who I think has played a whale of a game out there for North Kitsap tonight. But man, it's just tough to beat the strength and power of Bremerton, especially down low. Bremerton won this game down in the trenches.
Plus the fact that they continue to make their free throws.
Yep.
We watched them right before at the warm-up and weren't so sure that that was going to be the case, and they have done an incredible job. Shot
is up, and rebound to Bremerton. That foul tag to Addie Clark.
Coach French going, no more.
Yeah, there's not really any point in it with a 13-point lead by Bremerton and only 15 seconds left to go. Only 3 though on Addie. Asia Jackson up to the free throw line. And again, you got to remember, Bremerton had come into here with 6 games under their belt. North Kitsap only had 3.
Correct.
And maybe we're seeing that little bit of difference between experience here at the beginning of the season.
Asia finally puts one of those in and a 64-50 lead. Hamlet going to shoot for the 3, and somewhat appropriate that Ebony Harps came away with it, and then Lemon.
Oh, Lemon! Nice takeaway and put back at the buzzer. But it's not going to help the Viking cause as the Bremerton High Knights come up to Paulsbo and beat the Vikings 64-52.
Well, Doc, that was an excellent rugby match. Exactly when would the basketball game begin? That had to be one of the toughest matches I've seen in a long time. And, you know, a lot of times people think that girls basketball is a sport that for the faint of heart, and they are incorrect. That there was a lot of contact happening out there tonight.
Very, very hard-fought contest tonight between these 2 teams, as evidenced by the number of players fouling out, the number of fouls, both halves in the double bonus. But Bremerton, I think the experience, really, as much as anything, and the strength down low
and
is
you see,
what did it for Bremerton.
That's definitely true. That and Sawyer Kluge, who is A, not afraid to drive, B, not afraid to shoot, and C, able to make her free throws, and that is a huge combination.
And if you miss, you got Ebony Harps and Asia Jackson down low to grab the rebound, put it back on the offensive board.
Very true.
Well, we're West Sound TV. Happy to have you with us here. Game number 1 in our doubleheader on BKAT. Game number 2 coming up almost immediately. That will feature the Olympic High Trojans traveling up to Kingston to take on the Buccaneers. Well, we want to thank Spencer Anderson, who's on camera, the KitsapSun.com, who's streaming these games live over the internet for you. And Kitty Campagna I'm from West Sound TV, along with Kitty. I'm the Dr. Doc Parr. And very happy to have had you with us for game number 1. Stay tuned for the second contest in our doubleheader. We will see you